we'll have a recap from last time.
Yep.
You rescued Albert, went through the streets in your carriage. Albert was wounded, and you were wounded, Tony.
Yep.
And was Deadeye wounded? No, it wasn't Deadeye. Was it Deadeye?
Deadeye was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had one.
So, Edward Caranby expertly sewed everybody up and got everybody patched up and sorted. Got back to the inn you were staying at, the pub. There was a knock at the door and a message slipped underneath to go and meet JVH. And at first you thought it might have been Victor Harper, but then Deadeye, who can't read, mysteriously had an epiphany. I've just remembered I can read 3 characters. And he worked out that it was Van Helsing. So you've gone to see him and you sat in his company and he's set you off to go and have a look at the library because he needs assistance in finding Abraham Van Helsing und Papa. His dad.
Papa.
Und Papa. So you are sat in the library and it's a library montage.
This vigorous reading.
Gonna read some books. Yeah, we need to see what you can see what you can find out.
So was this some knowledge rolls where it
well, it was
not knowledge, sorry, investigation.
Investigation. Investigation.
Just get my character. Oh, I'm running.
Just. I was going to do your handout, but I forgot, so it doesn't matter. Sorry.
Right, here you go. Is it? We're getting what's it called? We're a cooperative role.
Well, I'm not. But I think
you were helping me, weren't you? You've been my.
I'm rolling skills, so it's not a great deal of point, but it doesn't hurt.
You could roll it and see,
It doesn't hurt.
Pass me that book, Chinaman.
Got really long arms. Oh dear. Oh dear. You've passed him entirely the wrong book, Keith.
Oh, is it a critical failure?
You got a 1.
Oh, right.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to hover over and see. Can you have a look, Mark? Has it rolled me on skill?
It's done. You got a 3 and a 2. So yeah, it has.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's -2 for being unskilled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm rolling now.
Yeah, and Andy, I thought you had a good investigation, buddy.
I do.
Oh no, terrible.
Eddie egg. And nothing.
Your voice went a bit strange then because of Skype. Never mind. Okay, Tony, it's just they've been no good to you. They're impeding your investigation. They're bringing you cack
Get
books.
my way. Let me have a see. So see what I can do. Oh, I got a 6 on the wild dice. That's always good news. 6. Oh, and another 6, Mark.
Boom.
12.
Why is
I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. I got another 6.
No, if you were lying to me, you'd do this at a critical combat roll.
I know.
Not an investigation.
Mark, can you have a look at Andy's? You know, if you roll over his.
Yeah. Yeah, he got
21.
a
21.
3.
Quick maths, 21.
You got 21.
Quick maths.
He got a 3 and a 5. That doesn't work. A 3 and a D8 and a D6. He got a 3 and a 5.
Yeah. So why is he -2?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Any wounds on there or anything?
No wounds, no fatigue. Investigation. D8.
Just be skilled in that.
Oh, dude, you got a strange echo on. I'm gonna do that. There you go. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna roll your investigation again, Andy, as a quick experiment. What? What's going on? a D8, a D6, a 3 and a 2.
The magic
And it's
of
minus
roll
it.
20.
Get your dice. It was working. You're just rolling consistently poor. No, it's definitely minusing 2. Checkboxes for trained skills.
Yeah, I thought that the ones that are ticked, we don't have the -2 to in the macros.
A 4, yeah, he rolled a 4 and a 2 and it's come out with your 2, so it's definitely minusing 2. What a load of pants. A 3, a 6 and a 3, and he got a 4.
And his on skills definitely -2. Is it not
Yeah.
-4?
No, it's definitely. A 5 and a 1. I've unticked, skilled, and he got a 5 and a 1, and it came out with a 3.
So still -2 even though
So
it's unticked.
yeah, so let's tick it again. No, it's minusing 2. What a load of Nords. 5 and 5. See, he's not doing it for his shooting. Oh, I don't know.
Wouldn't you have to give it time to what do you call it? Refresh.
Yeah, Keith, that's your proper climbing.
Yeah.
I don't understand the macro. I don't understand the calculation, to be quite honest.
Is that on the website? I've had a look. There's a little bit of a tutorial on how to create one. Isn't there? I
There
looked
is.
at it and I got confused. Got a bit of a headache. What there?
Fell asleep.
Yeah, that's been my life for the past few weeks. Just been falling asleep.
So far, I've tried a few, and the only one it seems to be doing it for is investigation.
Weird. I'll submit a bug report. Well, I'll tell you what, Andy. Your first roll was a 3, so it's a success. Because it's -2 unfairly. So we'll just check.
I've got 21, Mark. It's a success anyway.
Yeah, but Albert has
Come on.
helped.
No, I didn't need him. I pushed him
I've got
aside.
it. I've got the book.
No, you haven't. No,
I
I
have.
did it. It's all me. I don't need your help.
Squabbling. Right.
I'm the
So-
most bravest here. Yeah.
So you find out a lot in that one roll. So rather than spending hours poring over books, you manage to find out quite a lot in one sitting, which is good. So basically, you're looking for.
So we're reading his journal as well.
Yes. So you've got his notes, and you've got all the various books in the library. So, and because we're recording this, we won't go back over it because we don't want any spoilers. But you did read some of the history and origins of the Rippers, so it's opened your eyes to how it all started and whatnot, which is good for you. So you know that he has gone to Rosalyn Chapel in Scotland looking for something, and he has gone missing.
Is there any mention of any sort of relic? Is he looking for a relic?
Well, there's a note in his research notes. There's a note, and it has a series of pictures, which I didn't do as a handout. And some stupid naked ladies.
Found his porn stash.
Can I copy and paste that? Tell you what we'll do. See if I can. I'm gonna, because I didn't do a proper handout, I'm gonna really crudely draw some symbols.
Oh, here we go. Ready yourself, Keith. Prepare yourself.
I was gonna say something then, but given the current climate, it's not a good idea. Let's just say it involves drawing and guessing what I'm drawing. Let's not do that.
We could do a picture of the sky, couldn't we?
Could they? Although we're doing a roleplay, which is infinitely more
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
An anvil! Oh, you're not on this page. Right. Players, to my page. An anvil. An eye.
I can't. It's not showing up on mine. Oh, there we go.
Not one art lesson. Amazing, isn't
Is
it?
that a egg timer? Or
A chalice. See?
Chalice.
A chalice. Well, this is going to be hard. Look at this.
We're supposed to be guessing. We're supposed to be guessing what it is.
Sure.
Say what you see.
Yeah.
Say what you say. Chalice eye. Eye chalice. Weighted eye.
It's good, but it's not right.
Roy Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Hand. Is that fist? Is that a fist?
Oh, it's a
Hand holding
thumb down,
something.
isn't it?
Thumb down.
Answer.
Crossbow.
An
Crossbow. One in the
Look.
eyes, one in the bush.
Look before you leap. Right.
Okay.
Hang on, these are separate symbols.
Or separate symbols.
Right, so one's an anvil, one's an eye, one's a chalice, one looks like a hand holding something, one looks like an airplane.
That's Mr. Chips.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Anybody that's American won't get any of that.
No.
Still, it was really funny.
It was.
I'll just delete it.
That's Sexton,
What,
isn't it?
what is that?
So-
what's that there then? It says that looks like
That's an anvil,
yeah.
Oh, you're going to tell us what they are.
an eye. Yeah, it's probably easier. A chalice.
Yep.
A hand holding like a tool or an implement. A hammer,
Oh, hammer.
and of course, a sextant.
What's a sextant? Is
Sextant for measuring distances.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, oh yeah, one of those, yeah. I think it's a sextant, that could be. I'm not an engineer. So, in his notes, you find those strange symbols with some writing. And the writing says, I have found the key, but only John knows the location of the pillars. I will go to the chapel and test the key on the column. If I'm correct, I might be able to pry the secret from them. If not, I will need to confront my old friend at last. In his
For a guy
note,
called John.
yes, in his notes, he was going to Rosalyn Chapel in Scotland. So you've got a place, you've got a name.
John, it's quite a unique name as well, John. So
It's going to stand out. Because of your amazing roles.
Now, I do recall, now, Van Helsing, he was in a group a long time ago with a lawyer called Jonathan Harker. And I believe that they were engaged in some sort of vampire hunt.
So there we go.
Same John.
That could
You're
follow.
doing your research, Keith.
Huh?
He's been looking over your shoulder whilst you've been reading your books. It also, you also glean that particular church, Rosalyn Chapel, when it was being built, the master mason left his apprentice in charge. But the apprentice carved a pillar far more beautiful than anything the master could do. So he was so jealous of his apprentice just wiping the floor in and making this amazing pillar. He beat the young man to death with his hammer. It's quite harsh.
Shouldn't have laughed.
So it's a bit mean. The apprentice pillar is the most beautifully carved object in the entire chapel, and some people believe a great treasure is hidden beneath it.
You just destroy the pillar.
I'm sorry.
wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's probably easy because his head's a bit softer.
Back up, I was just looking at something. What did he do to the pillar?
No, the pillar's fine, but he killed the apprentice that created it out
Did he
of
take
envy.
credit for the pillar himself, or?
You don't know that. Although no,
Did he-
because you're reading this in a book, and because you're reading it in a book, it's obviously come to light that he killed the guy. So he must have paid for his crimes.
About did he run away? Did he get caught?
He got caught and incarcerated.
So he's in prison, or is this a long time?
It was a long time ago.
Sorry, yeah.
Long time. Some people believe a great treasure is hidden beneath. I'll say that again. Within or beneath. Or if you want to just make it quicker and say those two words at the same time, just say beneath, and everybody knows
Beneath.
what you're talking about. So it's beneath.
The beast beneath.
Now then, also going back further in time in your research, going back to the time of the Templar Knights. When they were disbanded in the 14th century for heresy, it was because one of the various crimes they committed was worshipping a severed head known as Baphomet. And many of the knights were executed, but some of the survivors fled to Rosalyn Chapel, taking the severed head Baphomet with them. They joined forces with the Freemasons, and according to some legends, they hid Baphomet somewhere in the chapel.
Just a head.
Baphomet. How do you spell that?
It's Baphomet.
Odd thing to just worship, just a random head.
It's probably not.
They were accused of worshipping this. So it wasn't a severed head. It was an idol, was it?
Oh no! It is a severed head which they have deemed as being called Baphomet.
It might have been their friend and we just couldn't let go. You know what I mean?
There's probably more to it, but yeah.
You know what I mean? You get attached to people.
The thing is, these texts go back hundreds of years. It could just be legend. It could just be folklore.
Hmm. Right.
Okay.
Well, we need to arrange transport up to this church.
You do? Well,
Scotland.
I'm just thinking about these symbols, what these symbols mean. I'm hoping they mean more when we get up to the church, but
if you want to give me a common knowledge will do, so just give me a smarts roll. Smarts roll -2.
oh. We're making it harder.
Who for? All of us?
Anybody, you can all do it.
Oh, hang on, my character sheet. Smart, did you say?
Yeah, smarts. Let me just check out Andrew's 5 and 5.
5.
It's minus
Oh,
two.
yeah.
It's -2 from you.
Yeah, but you said to -2, didn't you? Because that's
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I got a 3.
Keith has nailed it.
Keith, yeah.
One exploded, yeah, my wild exploded twice.
Yeah. Okay. So Keith, it's a very, very good roll because you would not really have any knowledge of this usually.
It's like Deadeye's awesome
Yeah.
reading abilities for that one
Yeah.
time.
Pretty much. But they have an undercurrent of the Freemasons within these symbols. The tools.
Were they supposed to have come from the Templars, the remains of the Templars?
Could be off the pillar, couldn't it? They could be symbols from the pillar, maybe.
The Templars joined with the Freemasons,
Yeah.
according to legend, way back when. So, shall we get on a carriage and thunder off into the night?
To the Ripper's Mobile. Yeah, we should.
Big flamethrower, mate. So, it's a 400-mile journey
Jesus.
by train and carriage. It's going to take a while. Take a book. But it's okay because it's like Ripper travel, so it's like it was the little red dot going across the map.
Another montage, yeah.
Imagine old map, all brown and creased, dramatic music, and a little red dot, and it'll just fade out every now and again and see you looking meaningfully at the carriage. At a full moon, potentially, because that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
So we'll do that for a few minutes. And then the carriage pulls up into the small Scottish town. You can see on the hill in the distance a small chapel squat on a hill. Dotted are a few trees around it. The path winds down from the chapel into the village square. There's a few houses dotted around, and a bit of movement, but it's generally a quiet, sleepy town. And you, four outsiders, have just spilled out of a carriage.
What time of day did you say?
We're gonna say it's midday.
Midday.
Yep.
Oh, quickly, Mark.
Yes.
Before we took that journey, would there be a chance for me to get some form of medical supply bag? You know, like a medic bag, put together.
Yes. Really quickly.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
let's
buy.
go. Yeah. Really quickly, I was reading some more of the guff today, and equipment-wise, I think there's some stuff that you could all do to purchase.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
can't
not.
remember spending much money, to be honest with
Yeah, I don't think you spent.
We haven't been paid in a while.
No, that's true. The guy that pays you's just been kidnapped, which is
you. But I mean, like starting currency, I don't have any. You know what I mean?
all right.
I
Well,
don't
you get
think I
10.
spent that.
You get £10.
Oh, that was a fiver.
Oh, is it? You get £5.
£5 English.
I think. Yeah.
I'll check. Let me have a look.
You just have a quick check, and well, yeah. I don't know what you can buy. Everybody's bought armor and stuff, so on. You can buy. It's
Well,
not,
I bought prescription goggles. That's the only thing I bought. I've got bad eyes.
they're going to get knocked off.
I've got a nerd strap. Ha! I see you're knocked off and raise you, nerd strap. No,
I'll just use my anti-goggle ray.
You're an a-hole.
No.
Yeah, no, I think it was just going to be like, I'm going to spend it on like I said, doctor's bag, you know, and just.
Well, listen. Check this out. Proper equipment in the book and everything that you can buy is toolkit. So depending on the profession, healing, repair, locksmith, the appropriate bag gives you a +1 to your skill.
I'd like to take, but how much did it weigh? In the bag.
No.
I'd like to have one of each, one repair and one healing.
Mundane possessions.
You'll be well able to carry that, Tony.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Toolkit 5, weight of 5.
Right.
So we'll work it. If you want to, but they cost £5. They cost £5.
Oh, right. Well, I would have got the medical one then.
Right. So if 5 is your starting one, if £5 is your starting, I might give you a little bit extra, to be honest, because the guys have had the average amount that people have. Because I've got a tally is around £20. So I'll let you start off at 10. Yeah.
Right, okay, that's fair enough. Because I don't need any ammo or guns or anything.
That's it.
Good science.
That's
So
it.
I'll just get myself a doctor's bag and then a repair kit. Or like I think one was like a tool belt, and like a belt with all my tools on it.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a satchel that's like a medical bag.
Yeah. So that costs you £5. So if you want to go on your character sheet on roll 20, put it in your equipment. I'm going to put the money on the character sheets on roll 20 as well at some point, and all the ammo. So I'm not having to write stuff down all the time. But it's not there. But if you want to put your tool belt down, right, other stuff you might want to buy, and this is everybody. This. Morphine. A shot of morphine deadens pain, reducing the penalty due to wounds or fatigue by 2. Morphine is also available in ingested form, such as the popular Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup. Ingested morphine only reduces penalties by 1. Morphine is an addictive, and regular users will gain the habit. So it's handy to have, just in case. Don't use it too often though, mind. So there's morphine, which is handy. Cocaine gives you +1 bonus to all trait rolls for an hour. So cocaine might be quite good. I'm not. I don't. I'm just. I don't
You
mind.
don't condone
I don't-
cocaine to our
yeah.
viewers or anything.
Well, at the beginning of the video, we do say it's mature content.
Yeah.
We talk about drugs and drug paraphernalia. Opium inhaled recreationally. Vigorol or again that's if you want to get back a point of lost reason. So now we're a bit more into this. We're going to
What did the cocaine give you?
+1 to all trait rolls. So not skills,
What-
trait
What's
rolls.
going on?
10 minutes.
And is it the same for the heroin? Sorry, the heroin. The morphine.
Morphine.
Win.
Very classy.
Yeah. A shot of morphine dens pain. Morphine's also, but it doesn't. There's no
Limit.
time. So
Time.
it'll just be for combat. It'll just be until you get it sorted out. I imagine we'll say for morphine, but cocaine is for 10 minutes, which again is generally one combat, isn't it? Really.
Well, I'd get a dose of both and cook up some speedballs for a go.
A chaser, a morphine chaser. Yeah, and now we're getting into this a bit more. We're going to be doing sanity rolls, right? So when you see horrible things, you have to do a sanity roll. When we start doing Rippertech, you've got a reason. I think everybody's reason is 0. And when you start having Ripper implants, that goes below 0. And if you fail a reason throw and you've got to do a roll on the fright table, anything below 0, you can have a Ripper psychosis and go
So basically,
mental.
one implant wouldn't be too bad. You're not gonna.
Yeah, and this is it. This is where you start to sort of balance it. So I think most things are like -2. So it means your reason would be -2. So any roll on the fright table, you've got a -2. And if you get 0 or less, you have a psychosis episode. And then if you fail a vigor roll, you've got to have a lot of implants, but it could be that you lose your character to psychosis.
Or not attack, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just go mental.
Yeah, but if one implant's going to give you -2 to fear checks, that's pretty.
Reason I don't. Positive
Is it
reason.
only if the Rippertech goes wrong? No, when you graft something on, you graft it.
So do you only get the -2 if it?
No. You get it to every reason modifies all spirit and spirit-based rolls and rolls on the fright table, as well as all knowledge Rippertech rolls made during the creation and implanting of Rippertech. Yes, so the harder the Rippertech, the bigger the minus, so the harder it is to do. Yeah, so like you've got a minus whatever it says. Even if you ever roll a 1 on any such check, regardless of the result of the wild die, your hero's reason is reduced by 1. Anytime you improve your hero's spirit die type, which that has happened to somebody, hasn't it? Somebody's improved the spirit. I think it was Albert, was it?
Yeah.
Your reason, you can add 1 to your reason.
Yeah, because I did. That was the first thing I did. I think put my spirit up to D6.
Yeah, and as long as your hero has no implants, it can't go below 0. Insanity. The lower a hero's reason, the greater the chance is of the poor unfortunate sliding into insanity. Yeah. So, if you roll on the fright table, 0 to -2 is a heart attack. Not necessarily, won't necessarily kill you. -3. So you've already got to have more than 1 implant for -3. Yeah, because most implants are -2.
Okay.
And ripping psychosis, you get temporary psychosis, and you've got to make a spirit roll. Success means you sort of use it against you. You can use it. Well, no. You attack the nearest person. Failure means you lose complete control, and I control your character, and it just goes crazy. If the spirit check is a 1, regardless of the wild die, your hero descends into a permanent and violent ripping psychosis and becomes a creature of the night. So there's a few.
Put you down and kill you.
Yeah, but there's a few rolls you've got to do before it gets that bad, and only if your roll is -3. But it's only going to be -3 if you have more than 1 Ripper implant. And then even if you have a Ripper implant, you can use opium. After that time, the user can make a spirit roll to recover 1 lost point of reason. So you can take opium and chill out and try and get that reason back. But then, of course, you might be addicted to
How
opium.
do you where'd you put reason? Because if I put my spirit up, do I then get to? I put 1 into reason.
Yeah, reason's just a stat. So if there's no on the character sheet, put it in the notes.
Cool.
Or in fact, if at the bottom of the character sheet, there's a space for the horror
Yeah.
thing, and there might be a sanity. If there's a
There
sanity,
is, yeah.
just use sanity for now. So everybody's at 0. Albert, you can put yours up by 1 because you put your spirit up, and basically from here on in, when you start seeing scary shit, we're going to start rolling on the fear table, and
I'll
stuff's
get
going to
another
start happening.
-2 as well, though.
Why will you get -2?
I'm a doubting Thomas.
Oh
No.
yes.
Does that mean your reason's down?
No.
No.
Whenever I do a spirit roll, when faced with supernatural stuff,
Yeah.
I have to take a -2 because
Okay.
being a doubting Thomas, I don't believe in the supernatural. I believe that everything's science. Yeah, hence the mad scientist guy. So
Well,
kind of.
yeah.
But
Well,
if it's in the flesh, if it's like a werewolf, I can sort of see the sign, the finger sides of it. But if there's anything going to be like a ghost or anything, I think that's what it is. If there's anything spiritual, like an apparition, or
yeah.
I think that's when I get the -2.
Yeah. So there we go. So we're gonna start dipping in because we've just done like lots of horror combat up until now, but now we're gonna start dipping into the mechanics of the ripper teching and the reason and stuff. So anyway, sorry, massive tangent. If you want any cocaine, if you want any morphine, I'm your man.
What are they?
Possessions. 2 seconds.
What's the legality of it? It's all legal back then.
It's all legal.
It's all like experimental stuff, weren't it? Back
Yeah.
then? Like
They didn't give a shit.
opium dens and whatnot.
Well,
weren't
it's like it says in the book. Coca-Cola had coke in, didn't it? It had cocaine in when they first brought it out. Yeah, it's medicinal. My medicinal cocaine. So yeah, they didn't really care. Opium is 5 pence. Not anymore. I'll tell you that much. Sorry. Morphine is 10 pence. What's the other one? Cocaine. Cocaine is £1.
Do you have 10 pence for or 5 pence for the? You'll probably get 2 of each, so that would be £2.10 with it. No.
Yeah.
I'll just get 1 of each.
So £1.10, and I'll knock your money off, Keith. You put it on your character sheet.
Let's track of it there because I haven't got money on my new sheet.
Yeah, no, I'll put it on at some point, but I'll keep a track. So you've got £11.10 left.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else want any hard drugs?
I'm alright for now. I think I've spent up.
Right. So you had £10 tons. So you spent £5 on tools. You just
No, I've got 2 sets of
oh,
tools.
you bought. All right, okay, 0. Of course you have. Sorry. Right. And there's other things in there that you can buy if you want to have a look at some point. There's a rum course apparatus, which is a lamp that doesn't go out. Basically, might be handy. What else is there? There's some other bits. You might want to have a look at some point. Holy symbols, stuff. Anyway. Okay. We need to talk Rippertech and the corpse stuff, don't we? Do you want to see if you've previously done any corpse dust?
Yes.
Yeah? Should we do it really quick? Really
Yeah.
quick? Time on.
Yeah.
Right. Because like I said, I've had a good read. So, when you kill something and you want to harvest the bits from it, in theory, once you've harvested the bits, you've got a day to use the bits. So, we'll just say it happened back then.
In my spare time, I was in lab.
Yeah.
But when it wasn't burnt down.
So I'm going to give you 2 rolls for zombies.
Yeah.
And,
6.
and then, so basically it's a Rippertech roll. What you can do, and this is all a bit dubious, this, right? And it's a good um, it's a good undercurrent for the game, because what you can do is you can try and get a creature alive
Ooh.
and then keep it and harvest bits off it whilst it's still alive. And it's
Hopefully
like
zombies.
that's a bit dubious. But like you're like a mad scientist who doesn't care and sees it as science.
Yeah.
And like the other players might think it's horrendous and that, you know, you're cruel.
Well, I've been watching that Penny Dreadful after you mentioned it, and yeah, I'm a bit like what's it, Frankenstein?
Yeah, Victor Frankenstein. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
cool. Well, see, you've got a character archetype now. That's
Yeah,
we can
that's it.
picture you. That's
Yeah.
what you are.
Yeah. Good intentions, kind of.
Yeah,
But it's all to further my understanding of the universe.
amazing. So do Rippertech. It's just a
Yep.
straight roll.
Oh no! It's a critical failure. 2 1s. That's what happens.
Failure.
Benny.
Critical failure.
Can you Benny it?
You could. I don't think a critical failure.
Exploded in my face. Corpses in my eyes.
You get pink eye. No, there's
No.
You're fine. There's no.
You just ruined
Just
it.
ruined, yeah.
Yeah,
just ruined.
So one batch. So
One
the
batch.
first batch you're experimenting with, you went wrong. So
Yeah.
second batch,
So
surely
second batch does.
yeah. Second batch, I've got a bit of a better know-how.
This
now.
is you, right? Stood in Scotland, ready to go on the adventure, feeling the corpse dust in your pocket and having a bit of flashback as to when you created him.
Yeah, I might have any in my pocket.
Yeah, I wish I'd have done that, right?
5.
5, right. So that's a success. So that's one. If you get a raise, you get another portion out of it. So way back then in the lab, you sliced off a bit of zombie flesh.
Yep.
And put it in the beaker. Turn up the Bunsen burner.
Yep.
So to create the Rippertech, it depends what it is. It depends if it's an extract or an implant. So this is an extract. Okay. Oh no, this is the cool thing, right? You don't roll when you make it. You roll when you take it.
Oh, so I've made it then.
So you've made it, and then we find out if it works when you take it.
Oh, that's not good.
So corpse dust.
That's quite clever, actually. I like
I
that.
know, it's cool, isn't it? So corpse dust.
So I'll have 2 lots of corpse dust with that.
No. The first lot of stuff, the first lot of extraction you got off the zombie failed. The second lot of
roll it again, don't I? So yeah.
Yeah. So by carefully drying the flesh of the undead, donut, benefit, side effects, vigor. Yeah. I think 2 seconds. Or you can try and make up your own Rippertech as well. If you think of something awesome you want to try, let me know.
Floating thing.
Instant death to
Levitation.
everybody.
Yeah. Earlobes of levitation.
Create a Rippertech. 2 seconds. 2 very, very quick seconds. Not implants, extracts. Where are you, extracts? Extracts. Yeah. So it'll be at -2. When you do the Rippertech roll for taking this corpse dust, it's going to be at -2 because that's the difficulty of the Rippertech stuff. It's just is what it is. You cannot use any bennies on the roll, apparently.
Oh, that's nasty.
The individual using the extract gets to use his own wild die, regardless of who created the extract. Failure means the extract is inert and no further effect other than the cost to the hero of the action. If the result is a 1, you get a violent allergic reaction and you suffer damage.
Right.
Okay. Implanting Rippertech, there's a bit more to it, but we can do that when you want to do an implant. Basically, it's the same kind of Rippertech roll, but there's like side effects if you get it. If you get it horribly wrong, you get side effects and stuff. So we'll deal with that when you want to implant somebody with something. So you have some corpse dust in your pocket. If you want to put it in your character sheet so we don't forget.
Yep.
So you are a stud. on a road leading into a quaint little Scottish village. Lots of people going about the business. Quite a few people stop in their tracks and stare at you for longer than comfortable with like mouths open wide. A Japanese man,
Yeah.
Mad scientist.
mad scientist.
Oh, because all my gadgets and gadgets are all there to see. They're not hidden.
They're not hidden, no. Because you need to get in them in a moment's notice.
Yeah. I've got a big backpack with all this like buzzing with energy.
It's awesome. See, that's proper steampunk. That's very good. Milake. So, what do you want to do?
Well, church. We need to find a church. Should we do what we always do? Find a tavern first.
Well, I was thinking that, but it's midday.
Yeah, it's Scotland, dude. They're all like, aren't they? Actually, I don't know. I'm thinking of Ireland.
You've just been a horrible stereotyping racist person, sorry. It's just the whole of the UK likes to drink beer all the time.
We do, yeah.
To be
You
honest.
go into pub at any day, any time of day, and you'll find somebody to talk to.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Right. Well, that's what I reckon we do. What do you reckon, Keith?
Yeah, straight to the church.
Andy?
Yeah, no, sounds a good plan.
Straight to the church. But we need to know where it is, though. We don't know.
No, you know what it is. You've seen a squat on the hill in the distance.
I know it. Okay.
Top of the hill, it's there.
Let's go
Sort
then.
of pride of place of the village.
Let's do it.
Hawky corky.
Head up, yeah.
Right. So, as you're going through the village, you get a few strange stares. You're more or less used to it. Takeshi, you're used to it. Water off a Japanese duck's back.
Yeah.
Who's the racist now?
You get to the foot of the hill that leads up to the chapel. All the grounds are very well kept. People obviously take a lot of pride in the little village. You go up the road, and you can hear. In fact, give us a notice, please.
E4. D6. Oops.
Four.
I think I need to put my notice up. Actually, it's a bit of a poor.
Oh dear.
3.
3. Okay. Well, Takeshi notices it first. There is. You can hear singing coming from the chapel.
What day is it? Is it a Sunday? Or is
No.
it- No.
I'll just.
Is it any sort of hymn that we know of?
A single person or a group?
A group. I'll just let Dog out.
Yep. Might be some. If you need to know if it's like chanting or if it's more singing. If it's cultists.
Well,
Firing up the backpack.
as you get a bit closer, it does sound like it's choir singing.
Okay.
In the church, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Do we just have a peek in first?
Yeah,
So
well,
there's
get a
no
seat. Yeah, we'll go and get a seat at the back.
sacrifice.
Have a look at the you know,
Yeah.
just wait and maybe check the place out.
Yeah. Go on, I'll let you. Takeshi, you go and check it out first.
Well, should we all just not go in and sit at the back?
Yeah.
Give us
Yeah.
a chance to just check the place out.
Oh, go on then.
Is it a big church, Mark?
It's relatively large. It's I'm trying to think of a reference for you. You'd say on the inside it's probably a good 70 foot long ish, 30 40 foot wide.
Quite a lot of people.
Yeah,
Probably all
yeah.
the villages probably there. Aren't they?
Yeah. The meeting points, aren't they, for all the villages?
Yeah.
Are there any pews at the back that are free?
We'll
Okay.
go in there. We'll all go in and like Keith said, we'll just go and have a look. See if there's any seats, we'll park our bums down.
Yeah.
Sure, sounds good. Right, 2 seconds. I've just noticed something that's a bit awry with my map. But that's fine, because I'm a professional. And this will take but a moment. He says, trying to pad. Shit. Roll 20. Do, 2 seconds. Draw shit. Oh, you swine. The ease and simplicity. It's actually a lot better than all the other stuff that we've tried in the past.
It is. Yeah.
It's super quick to get stuff done.
Yeah, I've not done. If it's on a token layer, if you import something on a token layer, that's when you can give it like wounds and stuff and give players control over it, can't you?
Yeah.
How do you give somebody control of a token? You just right click on it and say.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
and it remembers that token as well. So what you can also do is the character sheets on the right.
Yeah.
Are the characters. You can open a character and you can assign it a token. So that then what you do is on a map, you drag the character,
yeah,
and it pulls a token in. Yeah, just try it there.
That's awesome.
So it's dead easy.
That's really good.
Cool. Okay, right. Sorry, guys. So what I'll do a bit of hide areas. I'll do a bit of turn on fog of war, please. Very good. So you're poking your head in, yeah?
Oh, I'm still on the symbols.
Oh yeah, no, okay, no.
I think that's what we'll be doing, Mark, as we sit down. We'll just be examining the pillars. Well, I will be anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see one that
Just
sticks
gonna
out.
draw some pews, all various sizes. Right.
As is traditional in Scottish churches.
Oh yeah, it's the Scottish pew. Right, so you walk in. The door creaks open. Quite a few of the sort of heads on the back row turn around to see who has just come in, and there's some surprised faces.
Give them a quick nod. Okay.
Yeah. You don't get any nods back. They turn back round, and they've all got hymn books, and they're obviously having some kind of choir practice. At the head of the church, up at the front, is the vicar / reverend. Don't know what they're called. You know what I mean. Is the vicar leading the singing, the singing, and there's an organ player off to the side, and they're all just finishing their singing. I'll just put the organ player there. So what do you want to do whilst this is going on? Quite a few people have noticed you. They haven't broke off from what they're doing. You do get a little bit of an unsettling vibe in that you are quite clearly outsiders.
I think it's very.
Looking in.
There's nothing we could have done.
Wherever we go, we're going to be out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're living in a world.
I think no. Obviously, I'm not expecting Van Helsing to be sat in the first row or anything. But having a scan around the congregation,
passing the finger the plate.
Is there anyone else
Donation plate.
sticks out and looks like an outsider? Other than us?
Well, so from where you are, you could do a notice roll. -2 if you want to have a stroll about as they're singing and look at the faces.
No, just have a casual look around.
Yeah, just okay. Gives a roll -2 then, please.
For a casual look. Hang on.
Yeah.
No. Oh, 2 minus 2 is 0.
Oh dear. Did you notice unskilled?
No, I've
Oh,
got
sorry. Sorry, yeah. 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh dear me. Albert.
This dice rolling, and that looks going well.
Albert got a. Which is the wild, which is the wild, the first, the second. So he got a 1 on his first roll on his main dice, and then his second dice, an accidental roll, got a double 1. So we'll take your first one because it's not a critical failure.
How can you critically fail a notice roll?
Looking the
Ah!
opposite direction.
No, it's Steve. Steve. Steve.
Looking outside.
Keep shouting, Steve. Steve. It's Steve.
Not Steve.
It's not Steve.
Not Steve.
Right. Then. So, well, you don't see anything other than the backs of people's heads trying to ignore you.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to need to get closer to these fellas.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I just need to let a dog in. 2 seconds.
It's going to look quite odd as just getting up and walking around the church while we're all singing.
Well.
Do we wait till they've finished? Do we
It,
wait it out?
I mean, we'll have a walk around. If anyone then comes and approaches us, if the vicar comes up and says, "Oh, hi, can I? You know what you do?" Just say, that, we'd obviously heard about the legendary beauty of the church, and we came to visit from London. You know, we say we're from London, he'll be like, "Oh, that explains why they look a bit weird."
well, as you're. I've got a bit of an echo. Hello?
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 That's alright, cool. As you're sort of mulling there, being a bit awkward, the singing comes to a close. The singing stops. The vicar at the front, in a Scottish accent that I can't do, so I'm going to try. Imagine I'm Scottish.
Yeah.
But he says, right, okay, that was beautiful, everybody. That was perfect. Same time tomorrow. Lots of practicing. Barbara, remember, gargle with salt water, like I told you. Gives her a wink. Go about your business. Have a good day. So they all stand up and chatting, start to file out. Everyone that passes you gives you a glance, an uneasy look as they shuffle by. One of them has a 5-year-old boy, and as he walks past, he's gawping at you. She shuffles him out of the way. Don't stare.
Anyone would think we were harbingers of doom and destruction.
Especially you, Keith. You're just like an alien to him.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we are harbingers of doom and destruction.
Yeah.
Chances are, if we've turned up, something nasty's about to
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
everything turns to ash.
Yeah, as you're all walking out, it's like,
Yeah.
should we move out of town for a couple of days? Hide your
Many-
possessions.
Many of you will be dead by this time.
So, as they all file out, the vicar sees you and has a walk over. It looks like quite an old, frail man.
I think we have to be. I think we push Andy.
Him over.
Yeah. Get Andy doing the talking. He looks the most.
Yeah. So he comes over and says, "Can I help you?"
Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Could just
But
well-
Albert used to do the talking. I would say we go along the lines of, we're interested in architecture. We just come to view the beautiful church. We're up from London.
Okay. Who's got persuasion?
It'll be Albert, won't it?
Yeah. Albert, gives a persuasion roll.
Come on, you smooth talker.
Maybe small donation if he doesn't mind. We have a look around, you know, and
Yeah, healthy donation.
Good idea.
do some rubbings of
I
the.
don't have a brilliant persuasion. I
Do
just
you not?
thought, no, I've got a D4.
Oh,
Well,
right. It's got the
there you
persuasion
go.
in it of our clan.
Could it be?
What's Dead Eyes?
Non-existent.
Like, have you got access to Deadeye's sheet? Do you want me to check for you?
No.
He won't have persuasion, will he?
No, he doesn't. He has intimidation, I think.
Intimidate the vicar. Listen, old man.
Oh, we in you, holy water.
Wind him. Right, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Whilst I just check something.
I mean, we don't think we need a persuasion roll just to ask him a question, do we? Just ask him.
I mean, yeah, we're trying to persuade him of something which is effectively the truth.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, we're up from London and we're interested in.
Oh no, no, we're trying to blag him, aren't we? We're blagging him that we're interested in architecture, when really
No,
we're going to try and.
Then we just stick to, you know, maybe we leave that bit out and just say that, you know, we're interested in the church. Where we just thought we'd take a trip up from London on the train, you know, day out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should we
Okay.
ask after? Should we ask after thingy? What's he called? His dad.
You want to
Should we
make?
mention the name? Should we mention the name or not?
I don't think we should yet.
Okay.
I mean, we could sort of maybe, see, I don't really fancy mentioning Val Pelsing's name, but we could sort of drop something in like, oh yeah, you know, a friend of ours, John, was going to meet. Well, there was no other mention to this John character in the journal.
No.
And what did that bit say again?
I'll find it for you. Uh, 2 seconds. I have found the key, but only John knows the location of the pillars. I'll go to the chapel and test the key on the column. If I'm correct, I might be able to pry the secret from them. If not, I will need to confront my old friend at last.
Well, yeah. No, I'm at a loss.
So anyway,
I'm going to break away from you lot while you're talking to the vicar, and I'm going to start looking at these pillars.
Okay, not a
I'm
problem.
going to try and see if one stands out amongst them.
Okay. Right. So what happens is, what do you say to the vicar? You're basically just saying you want to come and have a look at the architecture.
Yeah, we just,
Yeah, I would just say that
just
even
that we've travelled.
we just say that we're interested in the church.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so okay, right. So you say that. The vicar very politely responds and says, "Oh well, it's a very old building. There's lots of beautiful architecture here to be seen. However, I'm not the expert. There are a few members of the village who sort of take pride in maintaining the building. I'm sure they'll happily give you a tour. I'll see if they're available in the next 30 minutes or so."
Oh, yeah, sounds great.
Okay. Well, if you want to come with me to the village pub, you can sit down and have a quick drink, and I'll see if they can come and show you around.
I knew it'd be a tavern scene.
There's always a tavern scene. Follow me.
Okay. While that's happening, can I see? You know them symbols that we saw?
Yes.
I'm looking for them.
Well,
amongst it all.
Okay. The time that conversation took place, you didn't have enough time. You didn't see them in the time that you had.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
So it takes you. It walks you down the path, takes you back down to the village. He's very talkative. He obviously doesn't have the same prejudices of the townsfolk because he
Yeah.
has no misconceptions of who
We're
you
all
are in
God's
your background.
creatures.
Exactly. Yeah, you're all God's children, and he's quite happily talking to you and with polite chit chat. You go down to the pub, introduces you to the landlord, who again is sceptical, but he's the vicar's smiling face makes it all okay. Sits you down. Um, you get a few drinks. He says, right, okay, so um, I think they're about after choir practice they usually go up and do a few odd jobs on the chapel anyway. So if I'll get them to pop by here and grab you, and they can come and show you around.
Excellent.
So he says his farewells and shuffles
very
off. No, thank you. So he leaves. And true to his word, after you've had a little bit of a drink,
Did you donate, Keith? Did you donate?
No, not yet.
It's in his other samurai pants.
It's performance-based donation.
He's done nothing for me yet.
Not entirely sure. There's still going to be a church standing when we.
Yeah. Would you like to donate to a new church roof?
Yeah.
Wait till we've finished.
Yeah.
So 5-10 minutes later, a couple of burly looking guys walk in. Obviously, you can sort of tell, snap, first impression judgment, the workers, the grafters, the covered in cacken. They've obviously been out working, fixing something. Hands like shovels, yeah, big guys. And they come in. Yeah, just really big arms. So they come over. So yeah, the vicar said they would meet you here. Yeah, so you're interested in architecture, are you?
Well, just buildings of note.
Okay, narrow on to persuasion roll, please.
Oh, from who?
Whoever's doing the talking, must be you, Keith.
Oh, crap.
I told you, stop talking!
Persuasion. This is going to be abysmal, but I'll roll it anyway. So 2, and I don't think it's has it? Oh, yeah, it has. Yeah. Is it -2 for being unskilled? 2, yeah. 4 -2. Yeah.
2,
Unfortunately
okay.
not.
That's alright. He looks at you with a quizzical look. So he doesn't believe you, but then again he can't really see why you'd lie about architecture. So he's a bit confused. Okay. Well, we don't tend to get your kind of people round here, to be quite honest.
That's racist.
My kind.
Bit racist. Yeah, you can come and have a look. We can show you around.
If his answer's yeah, leather-clad men with samurai swords and bows and arrows.
I hope
Yes.
I hope they're a bit hidden.
Yeah.
To be fair, so I don't think people don't understand what's on Tony's back.
No. It's
No.
this rifle shaped, but could be anything. It could be an Hoover.
Tell him to lead the way.
Okay, so they walk up. They're chatting amongst themselves a little bit. Two of them, really, really thick Scottish accent to the point where it might not even be English.
Legible.
Yeah, you can't tell what they're saying at all. But they're talking amongst themselves. Those two sort of walk ahead. The other two will sort of walk with you. Try a bit of small talk. So have you been up here before? Have you seen this building before? At all?
No.
Any of the churches in the area that take your fancy?
First visit up this far north.
Okay. Do you like the scenery? I guess you won't get much of that where you're from, I imagine.
Do you know this? Do you know this? The pillar, the story of this pillar. Is it quite common knowledge then? This story is it? Is it what it's known for most? The pillar.
No, you had to do quite a bit of digging to find any reference to
Right.
it.
So if I drop that in the conversation
Mm-hmm.
about, what I'll say is my character will say that I'm quite interested in the pillars there. You know, in the being being a man of science.
Yeah.
You know, as I like pillars. No, you know what
I
I
love
mean.
pillars, me.
I love pillars. I love a good pillar. I would have worded it. You know what I mean. You know what I'm going for, don't you?
Yeah.
Um,
From a structural engineering point
yeah.
of view.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
One of the okay, so you asked that question. One of the men sort of in front turns around quite abruptly. Says, they're just it's just a church, mate. I mean, they're all from the same kind of time, they're all from the same kind of craftsmanship. Yeah, come and have a look. You're welcome to, but I think you might be disappointed.
Oh, you're very modest about your very nice church.
Ignores that. Carries on walking. So you get to the door. Okay. Door opens. Two stand at the door, and
We're getting jumped, aren't we? We're getting mugged.
two are with you. You still there? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
dipped a second. Two stand at the door, and to be honest, it sort of switches quite quickly. As soon as they're on their turf in an area where they're happy and in their comfort zone, the wall sort of just drops slightly, and they begin to tell you about the architecture, about why things are carved a particular way, and why the pillars are spaced a particular way. And they become more approachable, especially because you're sort of paying an obvious interest in the
Yeah.
architecture because you want to know, you want to try and find what you need to find. So it does drop a little bit. I'm making Keith pay through the nose for his outsider hindrance.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I knew what you would eventually.
eventually, I'll remember. Yeah. So you mill your tokens about where you want to try and mill about. So grab your guys, go in roughly the direction you want to try and lead the tour.
Would it? I mean, I suppose we might as well stay as a group. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't actually move my dude.
Okay, no. No. Has it not? Has it forgot the permissions? Oh, okay. I'll just sort that out. Okay, right, try that.
Okay. I mean, what should we siphon round in a clockwise direction? Like moving down this side first. And obviously, you'll have to move dead. But what do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I'm just trying to find some reasonable tokens for the guys. Because obviously we need to know what they're doing.
Zombies.
Zombies, yeah. I'll just show you zombies.
I do love how you can just search online, the search thing. It just
I know,
comes
yeah.
up. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
So they're just with you. They're just milling. Okay, so you have a walk down there. That's cool. So give me a notice roll, everybody.
Okay. I'll keep minimising the sheet already.
No, but no. I'm unskilled in notice, so it ends up being a 3.
No, 3.
Some pretty lousy rolls tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So, they carry on. They carry on the tour. Are we gonna? Are you actually just like move down this way, Keith?
Yeah, I think so. Just clockwise direction.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
get
let's
to
go. Right.
it here.
The notice check.
I tell you what. Deadeye's with you.
Yeah, Deadeye's with us, but I'm thinking.
Do you want me to do a notice roll for him?
Well, I'm just thinking he might sit in this back row
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay.
and just take a pew, sit in the back row, and just
See what happens. Yeah, his hands on his holsters.
yeah,
Hands on his piece.
yeah, hands on the butts of his pistols, inside his jacket, concealed, obviously.
No worries. Okay. Right. Well, what I want to do is I want you to do 2 notice rolls, please.
Right, it's my first one. Oh, 4 on my D4. Oh, and 6 on my 6. Yeah, 6, 10. Minus
10.
2.
Okay, that's first one.
Yeah.
We've got 14 and 3.
Oh, 4 on that. Minus 4. 6. 6 minus 2, so it's 4. 4 on my second one. And what did I say? It'd be 8. 8 and 4.
Blimey. Okay. So first of all, you notice, Tony, your character Edward notices that this pillar here is leaps and bounds more ornate and more beautiful than any other pillar in this chapel.
Okay.
Okay. And then Takesha and Albert notice that the closer you get to this area of the church, as you walk down, a couple of these guys get a little bit agitated. Sort of keeping a bit more of a beady eye on you.
Right. We won't stop. We'll just
Yeah,
carry
we
on
won't
moving
stop.
around.
I mean, have a glance at it, and do we notice any familiar symbols carved into it?
Yeah.
You notice that around the pillar there are a series of lots of symbols, lots of different kinds of symbols, all on little tiles, carved in little tile segments that go. There's
Onto the pillar.
onto the
guessing-
pillar, 3
I'm
rows
guessing
all
it's
the way around.
I'm guessing it's like a combination thing.
And what are they? I mean, what are the symbols?
Do we see eyes and things like that?
Yeah, straight away you notice at least 3 of the symbols that are on your piece of paper on that, intermingled with
Other symbols.
hands and other random pieces of like saws and.
Right, we need to get rid of these goons and come back on our own.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I mean, we'll proceed around, to from the whole circuit, the whole church.
Yeah. Okay. So you play along then. You play along.
Yeah.
You carry on going around. You ask the right questions. You've not done anything out of the ordinary. So far, the seam on side. Okay. You take the tour, and they're reaming off facts and stuff. They've done this before. It's like the safekeeping of this chapel must have been in the generations of these.
Yeah.
They're
enjoying telling us basically.
Yeah. They're lost in the tale. They've told it a million times, but they love telling it every time. They come all the way around the church and they get back to the door, and they say, "Right, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth the many, many hundreds of miles that they have travelled. So what are your plans now?"
We might stay up for the night. I think maybe we might stay and head home in the morning.
We won't get the train this evening. We'll head back to
Oh,
station probably tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you for the tour, and I reckon we should pay him for it. What do you reckon, Keith?
Yeah, let's all give them can we all give them like 50p or something?
Yeah,
or maybe a pint. Buy him a drink.
They'd probably appreciate 50p in the coffers more because it's keeping the.
Give them a donation to the church because really, I think we head back. We find a room at the tavern, and we retire early, and obviously sneak back up.
Yeah. Sneak back for a pillar feeling.
I mean, I'd like to get back before it goes totally dark as well. What time of year is it?
You don't want to have a torch in the middle of a
Yeah,
church. We illuminate ourselves, won't we?
yeah.
It's a good question actually. I don't think we specified a time. Let's mirror our season, shall we? Keeps it easy.
Okay, fair enough. So brilliant. It's going to be daylight till very late.
Yeah, it should be able to. It's full of windows, isn't it? So it should be.
Yeah.
Light should be pouring and stuff.
If we we'll retire and then we'll all arrange to maybe leave one by one at some point over the course of an hour and meet. You know, not too close to the church.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, as you're leaving, then do you want to like sort of clock somewhere and say we'll meet there?
Like a grove of trees nearby the church or anything.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll head down and get some lodging.
Okay, so you head down to the pub. The Last Companion, a nice, warm, friendly pub. You've been seen in there twice now, so they trust you. You feel the warmth.
Well, yeah, if we evening meal maybe in the common room, and maybe we can just pick up on any gossip, maybe.
Good idea. Good idea. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Give me a. It sort of is a streetwise roll. Sort of.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Give us a streetwise. Well, I think somebody has it, don't they? Doesn't somebody have streetwise?
Alex might. I got -1, marvellous, and I actually think that is, that's a double critical.
Oh dear.
I thought Alex might have had it, but I'm not sure.
It makes sense for you to get a critical though, being a Chinaman in a
Yeah,
Scottish.
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have no idea of the etiquette or whatever.
No. If anything, you might blunder.
So, over the course of the evening, then. Okay, Albert got a 5. Okay. So so over the course of the evening, you try to mingle a little bit. You order some food. Albert has a few conversations propped against the bar with the locals. As always, uses his charm and his wit to try and glean a bit of information. So you find out that the church has always been a focal point of the village for one reason or another, but there's always been amongst a group of men through the generations, almost like a club kind of a nature. Like it's more than just a building to them, and it's more than just a house of God.
Focal point for the community.
Yeah, or for a particular group of the males there, of the blokes, they treat it as their own sort of hallowed ground, where they're very protective of it. At the same time, Takeshi, whilst thanking the bartender, the keeper of the inn, for the delicious food, mentions that obviously his wife has cooked the food and she's done a good job, and also comments on her good, solid, manly build. And she must have worked the fields as a child to become so robust. And he doesn't take that very well at all. So in the broadest, nastiest Scottish accent that I can't do, he says, "What?" grabs you by your collar, lifts you out your chair. Okay, obviously you can snap this man's neck in a heartbeat.
Obviously, I'm pleading with him, saying no offence intended. Obviously, just
Must be, yeah. It's miscommunication.
I'm a friend, yeah.
Okay, so Keith, this is what's going to happen. You need to spend a Benny to defuse this situation.
Can I just punch you in the face?
You can punch you in the face,
Right.
or because
Fair
you've got
enough.
a critical fail,
I need to spend a Benny. Does
spend
that
a
mean
Benny.
rolling again as well?
No. No
Benny.
roll. I'll let you. They'll make it all go away, Keith. If you just spend a
Fine.
Benny. No, I tell you, if you want to roll,
No,
you can roll.
I'll take the freebie.
Okay, but saying this as well, again, Tony's criticism of me is quite correct. I need to start giving those bad boys out as well for good behaviour. So it's not gone forever. You know, do something cool. Get a Benny. Because I am rubbish. I do forget to do that on a regular basis. So I will mark you a Benny. We'll do the Bennies on your character sheet, Keith.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Cool. Where are they?
They're in
Middle.
the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, top middle. Just
Top middle. Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna have to go.
Now, I'm interested. I'm looking at your character sheet, and I'm interested to see.
It says here max Bennies. Does that mean that you can if you're
Yeah.
dishing out?
Um.
There's no dishing it out if I've already on max.
Done it. What's that about? Max Bennies. These are Max Bennies.
No.
There
I
isn't.
think no. I think they've just. I tell you, it's quite cool, Keith. I've got the
Yeah.
character sheet open, and it's updated mine as well as
Oh.
yours. Because I was worried about that. If we both had it open,
Yeah.
if you did overwrite changes,
Has it gone down to 2?
it's gone down to 2. So that's cool. Okay. So, so you managed to defuse the situation.
That's over. Whew.
Yeah, the gods smile on you.
I think then that's my cue to retire.
Yeah, good idea.
I
think
will.
The mood has soured slightly, but we're all still cool.
I'll see you all in the morning, and I'll lean over and just tap the side of my nose.
Not at the church.
I won't see you at
Yeah.
that shady little copse and tree just by the church in about an hour.
Yeah, I won't see you there either.
Okay. So,
Yeah, about a load of villagers are going to turn up, and it's going to be like that scene out of something about Mary where he's caught in the bushes at the truck stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's been ages, hasn't it?
Something completely innocent will happen that means we all end up having to take our trousers down. The village will just turn up.
You foreigners!
I'm going to retire.
Okay. So, you go up, you give it an hour. So, what sort of time are you thinking they're trying to
Well,
sort
don't
out?
what time does it go? Start to go dark.
Half 9, 10.
Yeah, I mean, the sun will disappear, but there'll be quite a long dusk. And this far north at this time of year, we'll probably get enough light to see our way around up until almost midnight.
Keith's using his extensive knowledge of Scottish environments against the GM. I just have to take his word for it. I've never been there. I don't know. Well, it's daylight till 1 o'clock in the morning.
What's inside the church? I mean, we could do with, I reckon, meeting at 9 o'clock.
So
Yeah. Okay.
To look at, we'll be able to see inside the church. Then.
Yeah.
See what? I'll head up first. I'll go first, and
What day is this? So is it a weekend? Will people drinking up till late in the tavern or?
It's Scotland.
People didn't really stay up that late either.
I'm sorry, Scottish people. But no, okay, I'll rephrase that.
Farmers and stuff would probably get in early because we want to get up. Early in the morning to do the fields.
There's always good.
It's not a big village.
As we said, it's Britain, it's UK, it's a pub. There's always going to be somebody in the pub till it shuts.
What time does it close?
11.
So
Even back then.
Well, if I head up first, and I'll use move side. Is it sneak? What's it called in this game?
Sneak.
Stealth.
That's what I meant.
I'll head up and do a bit of stealthy walking up, and just make sure the coast is clear.
Okay.
And if there's anything there, I can always then come back and warn the others that we need to meet elsewhere, maybe.
Okay. Do you want to give us a roll then?
exit the tavern and head up towards where we're going to meet.
Yep.
Okay. So 4. That's alright. It'll do.
Where's my job here? Yeah, 4 is a success. This no.
I'm not, I'm just trying to obviously, I'm not trying to be like a ninja. I'm just trying not to get spotted, type of thing.
Right, I will just say that Roll20's made a big deal out of the fact that they now have a truly genuine random number generator. I can't remember the full post, but it was like a big deal. Like all random numbers in computers, it's hard because you can't. It's hard to generate a random number, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But they use this special algorithm. But to say it's a random number, you've just got one. Like Albert roll the 1, 2 ones, 1, 1. You've had some terrible rolls.
See, I always find with this, it's either really good or really bad.
Yeah. Look at that. That second notice roll you made of 13, Keith. You got a 1, a 6, a 6, and a 1.
Yeah.
Very bizarre. Anyway.
Anyway.
Never mind. So you successfully slip out of the pub and sneak up to a little gathering of trees quite close to the chapel that you've decided to have as a meeting point. The coast is clear. People are either in the pub having one last drink or 3 last drinks, or other people have gone to their abode or sleep. So the others can slip out without much trouble. Okay, so you all make your way to the meeting point. There's the main entrance to the church. There also looks to be a side entrance that you noticed on the way up, round to the right. Smaller door, smaller entrance.
Is the main entrance open or not?
No, it's closed.
I think we'll try the side entrance first.
Okay. So, using the half light that you have, you successfully managed to sneak round and come across a door, which, when trying the door,
Yeah.
it's locked.
None of us have got any sort of lock pick skills, have we?
No,
Uh,
that's good.
No, Bullington had some, didn't he? Whatever it's called. Oscar Bullington had some, but he's not with us.
No, we've left him out. Are you unskilled, aren't you? It's a very old door.
We might be able to maybe
Shoulder barge it.
with you, haven't you, Tony? Well, I try not to make some noise, but
I know.
have you got from your tools? Have you got anything maybe we could prize it open with?
You got your repair toolkit.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
I'll let that stand.
Is
Can we
it
start
worth
on
just having a go?
Yeah, just have a go. Just give it a go. It's
Right,
unskilled.
At the end of the day, we're not going to go and do any damage, I presume, by what's the worst that can happen by
Yeah.
failing.
I'll
lockpicking it.
I'll give you a +1 for using Tony's tools and a -2 for being unskilled. So
Are we
-1.
there now? Are we actually...
At the side.
Yeah,
Are we
you
met up with Keith? Yeah.
yeah. I said that it was all plain
All right,
sailing.
okay.
You're all up there.
Alright.
You've got to the door.
Right, yeah, go on then.
I'll have some of that. Wicked.
What did you get? 10. So a 4 and a 4.
It's not minus the 2, has it?
See, 4 + 4, and then 3
Oh.
plus. What did you roll? So you got a 3 on 1, and you got 2 exploding dice, 4 and 4, so 8. So 11 minus 2 plus 1. Did you do the minus?
Yeah, I did. I'd
Yeah.
add the 1 for the.
Cool.
I added the 1 in for Tony's repair
Cool.
tools, but then I didn't add the -2 in because usually when it's unticked,
Yeah, I
just
thought
takes
it's
the
already
minus
done the
No, it's done it. It's done it. Yeah, because it's cool.
13.
It's 4 and 4 and 3,
So
which is
11.
11
Yeah.
minus 2 plus 1, 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all good. You've done it.
Well, it is.
Very, very old lock. So pretty straightforward to pick, to be honest. It's more just a case of getting the latch on the other side to flick up. You do it, and you do it deftly, making no noise, and the door just slowly swings ajar.
Cool. Right. I reckon you go first, Keisha.
I'll step in and maybe do a stealth roll. Just have
Okay, so let's just have a reveal areas.
Oh,
So I'm going to put a door in where there wasn't a door.
very poor stealth roll.
Right, so there's the door. Right. Reveal area. There we go. So can you see that? Yeah, we're on the right map. Yep. So you stacked up outside the door. So you made a stealth roll, have Keith. What did we get? 2. Jesus Christ.
4.
A 2 and a 2. Okay. Right. Well, unfortunately, after Albert's awesome lockpicking skills,
Yeah.
you catch your foot on the lip of the door and make a tong noise as the door sort of swings open. But you're in. Whereabouts would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Well, while these guys are coming in, and perhaps heading over to the pillar, I was just going to do a circuit. Oh,
Alright, okay.
hang on. I mean, can we get in to the main area?
Well, you can see straight from where you are.
Yeah.
You can see straight in. Yeah, you can see.
So I'm going to roughly about 6 squares. I'm going to do a circuit of the whole church slowly, quietly, while the guys maybe walk towards the pillar.
Okay. Do you want to file in?
Deadeye. Can't move Deadeye. Deadeye's going to stay in this corner. I don't know if it'll let me do a...
Press and hold. So ping me where you want him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that now, but press and hold. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There, yeah.
So Deadeye just there in this sort of corner.
Yep.
And the 2 guys who've actually got half decent smarts can head over to the pillar.
No worries.
Okay.
Do you want to head over there then, Albert?
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether anyone should keep a lookout.
Or maybe Deadeye can come back to the door then.
He's got the best notice, hasn't he?
No, you know what? I think if we just close the door behind us,
Okay.
once we're inside the church, if anyone does open that door, I reckon we're going to hear it.
You can put a bolt and a latch essentially on from the inside. So you could do that if you want.
You can do that.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Door closed. Locked. Hokey cokey.
Do you know what else might be quite a good thing to do? Are these pews fastened to the floor?
No.
Maybe push a pew up to the main door. Just like carefully pick it up both ends and move it to the main door. Try to bar it in case if anybody else tries to come in from the main entrance.
That sounds like a plan.
Well,
I'll
I'm
do
heading
that,
up that way, so once I get up to the top end of the church,
Yeah.
I'll move you behind the main door.
Yeah. Just make sure nobody can get in.
Just one. You might want to do a couple. It's just a bit heavier.
Yeah. We'll just try and barricade as best as we can.
Yeah, well, I suppose, it's as much as anything, it's so that we know that if we're going to get disturbed.
Yeah, if someone has come through the door, it's just going to appear locked to them, maybe.
So I'm good. Yeah, I'm basically heading up here, and I'll do that, and then start to make my way down to these guys.
Okay.
For fire safety reasons, it's a bad idea, but
We've got no exits.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
Mark, I will start to work out this pillar. Now,
Okay.
not to meta game, but I think that these tiles are some form of button.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and push one of the symbols.
Push them in sequence. Yeah.
Yeah, can I see with my sign, with my gadgety eye? Can I look at, does it appear as some form of mechanism within the pillar? Can I see how it's put together? Is there like what's the best word for it?
There's all
Connecting lines? Yeah.
Give
The
me.
recesses, does it look like it's the buttons are pushable in?
Give me a repair roll +2 because of your background and your not repair, a smarts roll. Sorry, +2.
Yeah, that's cool. Smart, pretty good. D8 and D6 +2.
Yes.
I've got 7, 7, 8, 9.
Excellent. Yeah, looking at it's essentially there's 3 rows
Yeah,
of the like sort of like a mosaic tile, but it's not
yeah,
ceramic. It's like stone, and the symbols carved quite deep, and then painted so it stands out. And there's probably about 20 going all the way around, and then 20 of those in three rows. But the actual tile itself,
yeah,
when you get down and when you look, you can see the line, the recess between the tiles is there's a gap there. That's a
definitely.
pushable. Yeah, that's not been carved in one piece of
Yeah.
stone. Those are 2 separate pieces of stone.
Yes, awesome. Does it look like we should turn? Like to a line, like the pillar should turn to a line. Or is it like the physical buttons to push in?
No. I mean, sort of using your superlogical brain,
Yeah,
looking for what you like, wear and tear, where something would have turned.
yeah,
Nothing has moved here for a long time. This doesn't move.
yeah. So if we push buttons. Okay, so then the next step then is just to look to locate each one of them 6 symbols. Is there
Okay.
6 symbols?
Yes, there is. Let's just skip back for a second.
There was an anvil.
Anvil, eye, thingy, chalice. That's it.
And then like a hand with a tool in it, and then a hammer, a sextant.
And
Okay. So, walking around, you manage to spot each one of those symbols,
Yep.
and you only see one occurrence of each of those symbols, mixed in with other various animal shapes and lots of different kinds of symbols.
Okay.
2 seconds. Just move you back to here. Albert and Deadeye, can I have a notice roll, please?
You'll have to do that, Alex.
Oh yeah. Notice. Such bad rolls, it's unbelievable. Okay, so both successes. From behind the door that you came in through, an unspecified distance away, because it's too hard to tell, you think you hear footsteps.
Where? From what direction?
From the door you came in on. Right, Tony. You have symbols. You have buttons. What are you going to do?
I want to push them all at once. No, I'm joking.
Push all the other ones.
Yeah. No. Well, but the message that came with the note, with the symbols. What did it say again? Just see if there's a clue in the note.
I have found the key, but only John knows the location of the pillars. I will go to the chapel and test the key on the column. If I am correct, I might be able to pry the secret from them. If not, I will need to confront my old friend at last.
Right. So it's a key. We've got no key for any column, so this might find the key first before I can start attempting to.
Read the first sentence again.
I have found the key, but only John knows the location of the pillars. I will go to the chapel and test the key on the column. If I am correct, I might be able to pry the secret from them. Sorry?
When it refers to pillars and column in that those two sentences, we'd be referring to the same thing, but maybe they're not. Column, pillars, I know they're the same thing, but why would he use a different word? Anyway, have you tried putting them in sequence?
No, I will do now though. Yeah, so I'll go for the first symbol that appears and push it. So the anchor, the anvil.
Find the anvil. So to tentatively at first, you apply pressure, and it quite easily gives under your finger. Goes back about half an inch. Hear a clicking noise. And you release it and slides back.
Back into position.
Back into position.
Did you hear a clicking noise? Did it sound like something engaged?
You did.
Right.
Yes, you did.
Then I'll push the eye.
Okay, same again. Push it in. Clicking noise. Slides out.
And then the chalice.
Chalice, same. Clicking noise.
Yeah. Then we'll go to the hand and the tool.
Hand. Done.
Then we'll go for I've forgotten. Is the hammer?
Hammer's next, yeah, hammer.
Yeah, and then the sexton.
In. Last one, a little bit more apprehension. Push it in. Hear it click. And then a deep
rumble.
Deep from under the ground, not a click, a shaboomf. Something's just dropped. And then you hear a rumble, which gets louder, gets more present. You feel your feet, the floor beneath your feet vibrate slightly.
Step back.
And to your surprise, the ground to the side of you begins to roll back.
Revealing some step.
Shadink. I'll give you a chance to just jump out of the way, Tony, because
I did say I moved back.
Yeah.
I jumped onto it.
It happens quite slowly. Yeah, a big stone slab rumbles back, revealing steps down into the darkness. And there, we're going to leave it. Cliffhanger, my friend.
5 past 11. Good time, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.